This one... Okay, you're not the person I was thinking of. Okay, please tell me that they healed me after the fight, because if so, this is... Oh, no. Oh, no, we're gonna lose. We're probably gonna lose this. Great. Okay, now that fight's over, I'm gonna go heal. Actually, no, we can just show what I'm talking about over here. The woman in here, this young lady. Hi, I am a humble maid. My master has a big heart to match his big belly. He's a gourmet. So I am looking for ingredients that will make his heart jump for joy. Hopefully it won't be with heartburn. Sniff, 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 sniff. Oh, that aroma, it smells so gourmet. Do you have a wonderful ingredient in your bag? Would you consider selling it to me? She is one of our first examples of an item maniac. She will buy various food-related items at an increased price. They are all berries, the tiny mushroom, which just exists to be sold normally. She'll buy double the price you would normally be able to sell it at, as well as various other items we haven't been able to encounter yet. So I'm not going to go into those because we haven't encountered that item yet. I believe it might actually be on the part above there. I'll find it later. I'll figure it out later. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Black and White. Last time we met up with Champion Alder and had a battle with two children that he specifically told us to fight because he wanted to show both Cheren and myself, presumably, that there is more to battling than just strength. And during that whole debacle, I discovered that there was an item over here which contains a Hyper Potion. We also had an electrifying battle with Miss Elisa, the Electric-type gym leader from Nimbasa City, and she opened up the Driftvale drawbridge for us. But before we do anything, I want to talk to this guy. Hum fiercely, my battle song. Battle fiercely, my Pokemon. I wish I could have actually sung that because I suck at singing. He's a musician, and I just love his pose, like the guitar with his mouth just gigantically wide open. Wow, things are low level here. Yeah, I do not want Mogera getting any more levels than really need to be, but... Oh, you have an item robot, I did not know that. Actually, what's coming up, I probably do want to have you a bit higher leveled. Ooh. Well, again, it's not really going to give us a lot of experience, but it's still something nonetheless. That and Durunia is not going to be super helpful going forward, so we can kind of ignore him, as bad as it sounds. I'm a bit sad that they don't actually have special music for the musicians, but hey, they got an awesome pose. I didn't go over them before, and that's mostly because you don't really need to go over them. I just like the pose that the musicians are in when you fight them, in all honesty. They're just kind of silly. Is there ever any doubt that Mogera could not handle those? There's a rhythm to attacks and to attacking and defending. I think ours got thrown off. That, or you just completely got hard-walled by my team. In battling you, I came to understand. You're the best here. This is for you. He gives us the electric guitar. That is a prop for the musical. If you want your Pokemon to hold this electric guitar, go to the Pokemon Musical Theater. It's cooler than cool. There's an item up there I want to go get, so there's also a trap over there with that trainer who is also guarding an item. Ooh, you're actually out of range right there. Nice, they actually do reward you for going in, and there's a great ball. I do not want to battle you because I'm saving your battle experience for a certain Pokemon we're going to be getting soon. You're not the Pokemon I'm talking about getting soon. You're not a spinning trainer, okay. That is, as we've been over before, Double Battle Grass, and there's a revive. Okay, very helpful to go over here. I am willing to bet that Double Battle Grass is hiding something pretty useful. Item ball, Zinc. Okay. That is an EV enhancing item. I might be able to use that. Ooh. Lightbird, that is good experience. And also higher level. But again, things in Double Battle Grass are higher levels naturally. But we're so far ahead of everything else in terms of levels. Go for Minccino. I think that David should be able to handle this Liepard on his own. I hope at least. Of course you're targeting David. Wow, you... A Liepard! You have such bad stats. I get that you're, 6 levels, that's 4 levels under us, but we're not fully evolved, but we aren't fully evolved and you did that little damage. Then again, we also did that little damage to it, so who are we talking about? But thankfully we should be getting... Well, Gary, you just have to show up David with your superior damage output, because, you're just that much of a freaking glass cannon. I'm pretty sure your base attack stat as a drill bird is higher than Superior's. Because Superior has equal physical and special attacking stats. I'm sorry, David, I love you, but, thankfully you have growth so you can kind of pick up the pace, but still, you're not doing much. And I could have just used Rock Slide. I'm an idiot. You're forgetting we have Rock Slide. I love Rock Slide on Drillbur. It's such a fast Pokemon. Well, I mean, it's fast, and then later when we get Actual, it's going to be just even faster. It's not going to be a Flinch Hacks monster like a certain other Pokemon I used in the previous file was. But hey, it can Flinch Hacks almost as good. It's half as good at Flinch Hacks. David, a good amount of experience. Yeah, I don't want to go experience grind before, because we're going to have enough battles going forward. Hello there. This way. Now to contact him. It's me, Elisa. Please lower the drawbridge. I have a couple of trainers here who want to challenge you. Okay, thanks. Now, watch this. She is reverse Moses. Instead of parting something to allow us to cross water, she is lowering something. Or rather, connecting it so that we may also cross water. And I just like how they have that little cutscene. There's not really a whole lot, but hey. She helped us. I have a TV gig, so I've got to go. The gym leader of the next town may take some getting used to. Do your best, both of you. That doesn't sound good. Please come back. And also, presumably, she contacted them with those giant earbuds she has. What? They're big enough to have satellite dishes on them. They could have phone capabilities. What I am is a trainer. I'm proven right by getting stronger and winning in battle, even against the champion. Okay. Let's see, what did you say? A bridge would be meaningless if no one ever crossed it. Bridges connect the world as solid as a symbol can get. That is a very true statement. Let's actually see what this little sign over here says. Driftvale Drawbridge. I love this music. I've said that about a lot of songs in this game, but hey. This song... I don't know what it is. It's peaceful and relaxing and just... It feels like something that you would have naturally going over a drawbridge that's just got calm water under it. There's not much going on, and it just enhances the whole experience. But we actually have a Pokemon on this route. Well, not a route, but rather the drawbridge. Ducklett. This is an interesting Pokemon, and that sound right there tells me that we have our first chance of encountering it. Ducklett is an interesting Pokemon. It is a water flying type, which is a interesting type combination, defensively and offensively, only having 2 weaknesses, one of which being rock, which it is super effective against with its water slab typing. But it doesn't have the greatest of stats across the board, and evolving into Swanna doesn't really help that. It's got decent mixed offensive stats and an okay speed stat, but its defensive stats are just abysmal, even for a mixed attacker with high speed. And on top of that, its attacking stats also aren't stellar to begin with. But we do have these things, this sound that is coming down. These are wings. These are actually somewhat similar to that zinc I got on the previous route, whereas they are EV enhancing items. Where the heck is this wing now? Come on, I know you're over here. If you actually listen closely, you can be... There it is. You can tell where a wing is by the sound. It will actually get louder or quieter depending on if you're closer or farther away. The muscle wing boosts, of course, physical attack. However, they work a little bit differently than EV enhancing items. EV enhancing items, at least in Generation 5, stop after you have a set number of EVs, either in the stat or total. Wings, however, do not lose their ability to give you stat points. So, if you want, you can just farm up EVs right now. I personally would not recommend doing this because it can take a while. But hey, it works, and wow, you took that surprisingly well. I'll take back what I said about you, of course, but hey, you took it surprisingly well. So yes, you'll be able to get Ducklett either by encountering them through those, well actually you can only encounter them through those wings falling, but you can either get them from a wing falling, or you can get a feather from those wings. And there's also a woman over here, let's see what she has. When a ship passes, the bridge raises and lowers, but Clay controls when ships run from the start, so when the bridge raises and lowers, it's up to Clay. Yeah, it is a pretty good idea to have the person who's in charge of the ships also be the one who basically controls when the bridge goes up and down. That's kind of important. Also, if you look closely at my shadow, if you go over a wing and it goes in the encounter, there's a circle underneath you where your shadow basically just cancels out. I noticed that a while ago in a previous playthrough, and it kind of bothers me because you have a shadow inside of another shadow, and the shadow just gets canceled out. Okay, good. Thankfully, we did not get a level up there. That would be very wimpy for what's going to be happening. And you know what? I'm risking this. I'm risking it for the biscuit. Swiftwing, that boosts speed. Very helpful. Let's see, can we get out of here without any more? Dang it, there's another one. I have to go get it. My OCD demands it. Where are you? I just passed you. You got loud. There it is. They can be a bit hard to actually find on the edges of the bridge just because they kind of blend in with the shadows. But hey, they help you ignore it doesn't exist. When Driftveil is mentioned, what comes to mind is the cold storage. And Charles. Wonder who Charles is. If I wasn't praising the music enough before, I'm definitely praising it now. I love this song. It's such a... After the Driftveil drawbridge, which is just perfect atmosphere for a drawbridge, where it's just calming and relaxing. This is high energy, and I love it. And it also is perfect that this is probably the town I have the biggest connection to in all of Unova. It's strange to say, but this is one that I remember the best and just have a personal attachment to. Bridges are amazing because they're a symbol of connecting the world. The guy in Route 5 says the same thing, isn't he? You're lame. How about the city's pride and joy, the drawbridge? It's also called the Charizard drawbridge due to its elegant form. I had to mute the audio for a sec. Even in this great game, in this great city, we can't get away from that. I do wonder why it's actually called that. The Driftveil drawbridge. Okay, nothing over here about that. Let's see if there's any items over here. Nope, there are not. Let's see what this little sign says. Welcome to Driftveil City, and welcome indeed. I wonder what it's supposed to be a... I think that's supposed to be like... What the heck is that supposed to be? It's modern art, but... I'd say it looks like a ship, but it doesn't because there's no mast for that thing to be a sail, and it connects all the way around, so... If someone can tell me what that is, thank you, but I have no clue what it is. Huh? So your trainer Elisa was talking about, huh? I'm Clay, I'm the gym leader around these parts. Don't be expecting no welcome now. Because we lowered the drawbridge to Team Plasma guys we caught, done escaped all, and all the ruckus. What a bother. We're grateful you lowered the drawbridge, but how is it our fault that they escaped? You can say whatever you want, but it's important y'all showed up and then Team Plasma escaped. Maybe a little heavy-handed, but you gotta start looking for Team Plasma too. You're all talented trainers, aren't you? Tell you what, if you find Team Plasma, I'll let you challenge my gym. My life's all about give and take. Well, I suppose that's fair, but really, we should have looked for Team Plasma if we hadn't been asked. I can get stronger while being that bothersome bunch. I mean, after all, they are good for experience grinding, Sharon. Maxis, I'll go ahead. If that interaction was anything to go off of, Clay is also one of my favorite gym leaders. Not even just in the anime, I just love that he actually has a very unique dialect of pretty much any character in the game that's not just a nameless NPC. He's, one of the important characters in the game because he is, again, a gym leader, and he speaks with that, heavy southern drawl. If you see him in the anime, he is a freaking joy to watch. The best part of the Unova anime, and the Unova anime, I love Unova, but I'm not going to say any good things about the anime, because it's really bad at times. The one good high point I can say is Clay. Do yourself a favor and just watch the episodes with Clay. It is wonderful. Ash goes to challenge him for gym battle. He just says he just is busy, and he just doesn't bother to battle him. Another episode, I'm pretty sure this goes on for 3 or so episodes where he just doesn't battle Ash, where they run into him and just says he's busy. And then on one episode, they run out of revival herbs, so has to go get some revival herbs. And Ash asks, what are revival herbs? And he just asks in this really heavy sort of Texan accent. Y'all don't know what revival herbs are? And Clay is a joy. He is probably one of my favorite characters, just based on that singular interaction. Because he is do yourself a favor and just watch the episode with Clay. It is fantastic. Well, just all of the episodes with him, because he is just that fantastic of a character. But yes, Driftvale City is one that I have a very personal connection to, and one that I just remember very well. I'm going to be going into this a bit later, but this is the city that, on my first playthrough, just made such a big impression on. And whenever I think about Black and White, 2 of probably the 4 things that instantly come to mind are actually from Driftvale City. You can get to the cold storage through the gap between the fence and the container over there. Thank you, that's very helpful, because we're actually supposed to go look for the cold storage, and okay, trader battle. Workers carry Pokemon and loads. I'm a youngster. I'm close to my Pokemon and we all cooperate happily. I thought he was gonna say, I carry my Pokemon, because he was talking about, workers carrying things, but okay. We're challenged by youngster Keith. He has a Whirlpeed. That's bad. David, sorry. You were gonna get some love. You're probably gonna get a level 2, but Darunia, I think we need your fiery expertise for this. But now that we've entered the cold storage, I think it's high time we went over something new here. Vanillite! Honestly, I'm not going to talk about any of the criticisms of it, because I actually do like this Pokemon a fair bit. Its only ability is Ice Body and Snow Cloak, which both of them are affected by hail, so it's something. However, I wouldn't really say they're both helpful, because you have to manually set hail. It does learn hail by level up, which is helpful, and Ice Body acts as a self-recovery thing on a Pokemon that doesn't actually have any other means of recovery. And Snow Cloak boosts that infamous word that I mentioned a couple of episodes ago that I know a lot of people were groaning when I heard it, but evasion. I'd probably say Snow Cloak is the more useful of them, but I've kept myself off for a second because David is learning Leaf Blade. This is one half of that combination I was hoping. Okay, let's just look at these moves. Leaf Tornado was our best move for a while. 65 base power, 90 accuracy. Not a bad move. 90 base power, 100% accuracy, with a high crit chance. And we also have a higher physical attacking special. This is a no-brainer. I wanted to learn that in a battle, but unfortunately, the world didn't want it to actually work out that way. And don't worry, David, we'll be testing out your new and improved moveset in a little bit. Terrablast. That's a new Pokemon. We haven't encountered that yet, and we won't be encountering it for a while. But back to Vanillite. It as a Pokemon is one of the few pure ice types, in my opinion, one of the few that actually makes sense just from looking at it. It'll evolve into Vanillish, where it gets a little bit better in terms of special attack and just all-around stats. And then it'll evolve into Vanilluxe. This thing is oddly a pretty bulky mixed attacker, and as you can see, it's got decent stats across the board. I wouldn't say it has any bad stat. Its HP might be a bit low considering its defenses, but hey, it's got pretty good offensive stats, and before it even evolves into Vanilluxe, or actually even into Vanillish, it will learn the move Ice Beam at level 35. A helmet is important for shock protection. It's good to let your Pokemon have one too. We obtained the Rocky Helmet. You know those two things I said that was memorable with Pokemon Black and White that I remember from Driftvale City? This is one of them. If that Pokemon holds a Rocky Helmet, the foe will also be damaged if that foe's move makes physical contact. The third thing was Gigalith. And I gave this to my Gigalith in the first time I ever played this game. I love this item. The holder of this item takes damage. The attacker will also be damaged upon contact. Almost all physical moves are contact moves. There are a few special attacks that are contact moves, though they're generally moves like Grass Knot, which are not common moves you're going to be seeing, and you should pretty much just consider physical moves that generally will make contact. And, you know, there's a couple of physical moves that don't make contact, say like Earthquake or, say, Smackdown, but, you know, by and large, a number of them do make physical contact. What is it with all the things that just don't want to have Leaf Blade used on them?